Hey, everybody. Welcome, Adventure Nation. We are live from Coronavirus Central Florida. I got to put my glasses on. That ain't going to work. How are we going to drink? We're not even going to be able to. Not even going to be able to drink.
I can't.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
we're gonna have to. They can even hear me.
Probably can't even hear us now. All right, let's dump this crazy stuff. Hey, everybody. What's happening? Yeah, we're not that big of germaphobes.
Well, speak for yourself.
What do you mean, speak for myself?
I'm more like a germaphobe than you. If it's comparison.
If in comparison, how's everybody doing? Welcome to a little bit of an early Saturday night. Earlier than
No, it's not early
normal.
Saturday. It's just live to see how everybody's doing and the challenges everybody's going through right now. Because I mean, a lot of people, it's just like a normal lifestyle. They just stay in the RV and don't go out anywhere anyway. Other people are like, "Oh my God, this is awful." So just want to know, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, Miller in the house. What up, buddy?
Our RV journeys are here. So Randy and Deb, we have Chris Belofato, we have Don Santiago, so we have Bob and Tammy, so Abe Collins, of course. So we have a lot of people here. Kevin Klein, Miller is here.
Woohoo.
So awesome. We have a lot of people. So how are you guys doing?
How's everybody doing?
Where are you spending your quarantine?
Yeah. All of this is craziness. Like I said, I'm not much of a germaphobe. I don't. I'm trying to be responsible, but I don't see the.
I think even within households, there's different opinions sometimes, and I think this is one of those times because I'm way more careful than Paul is. Paul is like, oh, whatever.
Oh, I'm not out high-fiving strangers and licking babies or anything.
I don't think you lick babies anyway.
No, I wouldn't do that anyways. They're disgusting little creatures, but I mean, I just. To have to hide in your house is insane. Like, you can go out and ride your bike and you're still not going to have to touch or be near people. And we plan on going kayaking tomorrow, which you're okay with going kayaking, right?
Well, yeah, because again, we are staying. Quarantine doesn't mean just stay in your RV and
or in your house,
bench watch like everything, right? It's more about like stay away from people. Do not be close to them. For your safety and for other people's safety, or to touch surfaces or stuff like that, get infected.
Right.
So as long as we just literally take our kayak straight to the water, come back up, I mean, who are we?
Don't touch our face.
And I know
it's so fun.
I have such a hard time, but I wash my hands very well, extremely well.
As soon as you say don't touch your face, everybody wants to touch their face.
I know. It's like a reaction, isn't it? Like, it's so hard not to touch your face. That's the one thing. It's just so hard. So we just try, Paul and I, to keep our hands so clean so we can scratch our nose or whatever we need to do.
Well, I have to pick my nose.
And I have to say, I think this is one of these topics that is polarizing, because you're going to have 50% of people that it's not a big deal. Why is everybody doing this? And then you have the other people are going to be, this is the end of the world. Oh my God. It's like, there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
So I think there is like, we just need to respect each other's opinions, because I'm sure for what I have seen on Facebook and Instagram, everybody really has a strong opinion on whatever side they're defending.
No, we should still not respect other people's opinions. If you're hoarding newspaper, you're an idiot. It's just, there's no reason for it. The hoarding newspaper, toilet paper thing. Well, you shouldn't hoard newspapers either. There's really
we should have hoarded at least newspaper. Well, here's the thing, people. We were not one of those people that went out and bought like a year supply of toilet paper.
No.
But the problem is that now that we need it, we cannot find toilet paper.
Can't get it. So I've resorted to newspapers, Lori's pillowcase. She doesn't really know that yet. She just found that out. Ozzy's litter box has been really handy.
Like that thing was not makeup. It was something
it wasn't
else.
Makeup. I'm sorry. It wasn't eyeshadow.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. But no, actually, we found toilet paper in the weirdest place ever. We happened to do a supply run, grocery run. On the way back, we also stopped at Ace to have Paul actually was fixing my bicycle and repainting it just to do something for him, have something to do. And when we were buying the paint, there was toilet paper at Ace Hardware, so we were able to get some there. So we are good to go.
Well, we have 4 rolls. I mean,
I'm hoping that's gonna last until they restock everything again.
For you, that's good for like a week.
Oh my god, I'm itching from my face, but I don't know how to.
Just use Aussie.
Like,
Scratch your
like,
nose with Aussie. So yeah, it's a little bit chaotic, but again, I don't think that we all need to be as worried as some folks. I think just again, kind of stay away from other people for a little while and hunker down in your house, and just like I said, be respectful. It's more for me. It's more about being respectful for other people because I don't care. I don't feel like if I get sick, it's going to be a mild thing anyway. So I don't care, but I have to make sure that I don't get anybody else sick. We were one of those crazy idiots at the beach the other day, but we were, 10 feet
well,
away from anybody else the entire
Paul's
day.
sister was here in town, and so we all went out with the nephews, with the kids, and they want to have a beach day. So we literally walked where nobody was that close to us.
Yeah.
Everybody was spread, and we still have a beach day, just like away from everybody.
Yeah, again, we weren't playing touch football with strangers
like
rolling around. And
yeah, no, we were not high fiving or playing frisbee or something with other people. No, I mean we were all doing our own thing and having our own beach day, and that was cool though.
yeah, it was
That
cool.
was
Getting to
cool.
hang out with my
So we're
sister
not
and
like
nephews.
that super paranoid, but sometimes we're trying to stay at home. So
Other people.
just in case we have something, we're not spreading it around.
Yeah, we're not spreading it to other people, especially to some of the older folks.
Yes. So if you have any questions, please put everything on caps. Mark Fitzroy, he's the one that actually already started, said, any trouble finding campgrounds?
So, as of Friday, all of the state park campgrounds in Florida, and this is going to get me on a rant, but all the state park campgrounds in Florida are closed. No more new reservations for the next 60 days. Why you can't stay in a state park campground when the sites are so far apart from each other, I have no idea, but they have closed all of the state park campgrounds. We are currently in a Thousand Trails in the Central Florida, and as of right now, they haven't closed. But we've heard that Thousand Trails, not Thousand Trails, Thousand Trails Encore properties in the Florida Keys are closing unless you have a long-term spot with them, like a 28-day plus or a seasonal with them. They are kicking everybody out.
Yeah, I don't know if Cheryl and Mark are here, but they were telling us they're right now down there, but they had a monthly, so luckily they're gonna stay, but they're kicking everybody out from the Key, so they're
right.
Closed.
And our friends Craig and Kelly, who are down there work camping at Fiesta Key, said that they're okay, but yeah, any short-term stuff is being kicked out. And again, like we're in a Thousand Trails, but we're not within 30 feet of anybody. So again, shutting down campgrounds, I don't quite understand. They just need to be, maybe shut down the pool area, shut down the spas, that sort of thing. They could even close the restrooms if they had to. They could do that, and we have our stuff inside of our coach where we can shower.
I mean, that's a nice thing. That's the one thing that we talk about. That's the nice thing about having your own coach, that we are extremely self-sustainable. If we need to, we have to close the doors and close to everything, or not using the public restroom. So that's kind of nice because there's a mini documentary we watch. I can remember the series that we were watching, but there's like an 18-minute documentary, and they're talking about SARS, how fast it spread, and through drains and sewage, and so not necessarily contact with people, actually through other sources as well.
It's explained, and then they have a series of different videos, and it was all on pandemics.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, it's not like I'm gonna scare people, but my point being is, like, since people still don't know exactly how it spreads, just airborne, but it's like in this case SARS, they didn't know until they study everything how it spread, and it was through drains and everything. That's when you're actually happy to be in an RV that we don't really plug in into
off the grid, away from everything, not hooked to the city grids, but. Again, I think if you just use basic common sense and keep your hands clean, just like you should on a regular basis anyways, and stay away from strangers right now, then it'll all be good.
Did anybody watch the video? You posted that video, right? About
spreading germs.
Yeah, it's pretty
how
interesting
germs spread.
Too.
It's very interesting.
Colin says, they have people steal toilet paper from the pubs and clubs. Here there is some I think it was fast food places and places like that they have to close their restaurants because people literally were stealing their toilet paper as well. That's just crazy for me. Trent, are you guys planning on going back to Los Barriles? Absolutely.
Yeah, I wish I was there right now.
The Hamptons.
Our friends, the Hamptons, are there.
They're there right now, and they were almost on their way home. I think they only have another week or something like that before they have to head back home. And they extended another month because they're like, everybody's healthy here. There is no virus here where we are. Where are we heading towards California?
Yeah.
When there's a lot of people there sick. So.
They're in an area where very few people are international travelers, really. They all just kind of sit in place in a little tiny town there. So they're much safer in Los Barriles than they are coming back up to the U.S. So, yeah, they extended another month. So that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind being down there with them right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And they said that there's none of the craziness up here, the hoarding, the run on toilet paper, all that stuff. They said that's not happened down there, at least yet. That Walmart is fully stocked, Costco was fully stocked, all of those places were fully stocked. So down there, people aren't freaking out. I don't understand why people thought that just the supply chain was shut down.
Just in the border cities, people actually from the U.S. are crossing to Mexico. This is what my mom told me.
Tijuana.
Because all Mexico is fine. They all have toilet paper and everything. We have even a friend like Lisa is like, I can ship you paper if you need now. But that she's in Mexico. But my mom said that in her grocery stores, there in hers, like all the toilet paper are gone too. There's so many supplies that are gone too. So
Americans were going across the border into Mexico to get stuff and buy it up there. Again, all the trucks still have fuel and they're still able to ship stuff. So I don't quite understand the mentality behind all of that. But again, this kind of stuff is not one of those things that bothers me that much. So
Karen Smith says, just so that on a New Jersey campground page, on Friday night, the governor of New Jersey declared that RV campgrounds are a life-sustaining essential business.
I agree with that.
That's pretty cool.
Where was that? New Jersey?
New Jersey, yeah.
Yes, and by the way, I saw Kevin just posted that now. And he said that rest in peace, Kenny Rogers. Yeah, Kenny Rogers passed away, I guess, last night. So yeah, my buddy Richard was a little bit sad today.
Yeah, RV Wonder and Tom and Faye, because if people want social distance, they have to close due to liability. Yeah, I don't know. I know that you guys are back in Canada, but you can stay in a campground. I believe that's more because everybody thinks vacation time and everybody's camping too. Here in Florida, I have to say the campground where we're right now, we are in Peace River, by the way, in Florida here, one of the 1,000 trails, and it got pretty empty. Yeah. Because a lot of our fellow Canadians, they just headed home. They're like, we don't know if we're going to get sick, but if we get sick, we want to be home with our healthcare. Other people just afraid that they couldn't go back into their country in Canada. So that's that. Actually, today we talked to Dorian Mena that we met in Los Barriles. We
down in La Paz
in Mexico. And they are thinking on leaving just because they are afraid they cannot get back into Canada again. So anyway, because of that, this campground right now is so quiet, so many spots open, so chill. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, a lot of people, but not Tom and Faye's experience. They experienced actually a full campground over there.
What do you got, Lori?
Mark, are you having to postpone the Mexico scouting trip with border closures? It's like, well, we don't know. It's like our scouting trip is going to be not right away, not in the next few weeks or months. So, I mean, so far, no. But, I mean, we'll see what happens, right? Everything is so new that I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks or months. So, the only thing we know is going to hurt a lot of people financially, sadly.
Although the market's doing okay for you right now.
I know.
I don't want to jinx you.
No, I know a lot of people are having a hard time on that.
I know. I know. If you are a trader right now, the market's an awesome place to be. If you are a long-term holder, not such a great place, but just don't panic. Just stay the course and it will return. It's going to take a little while, but it will return. But if you're a trader right now, it's this chaotic pitching back and forth. Really, really good.
Winona says, I saw this too on Facebook and I'm going to put my 2 cents in. It's like Winona says, more out-of-staters means less groceries, med services for in-staters. So if you're an out-of-stater, basically in their state, it's like the problem is when you're full-timer, it's like every state is your own state. I mean, it's like wherever you travel, that's where your home is. So those are the groceries you're gonna buy, and we're supporting businesses here as well.
But again,
I mean,
there's no shortage of any of that stuff.
mm-mm.
People are making those shortages because they're panicking. And I saw someone said people are the supply chain. I understand that, but we're not going to get 100% wiped out, folks. Like 100% of the people are not going away. So yes, some people are going to get sick. There's going to be some of that, and there's just no reason to panic. We are not running out of fuel, so the trucks will continue to go down the highway. The machines will continue to whir, and there are going to be people that have to stay home from work, but most of the major medical stuff is still going to happen. Vegetables are still being grown. They haven't stopped growing vegetables. They haven't stopped milking cows, as far as I know. So
the logistics transportation,
the logistics and
yes,
transportation is
still,
not shutting down. It's just that's not going to happen. They're not going to allow that to happen. So again, I'm one of those. I just have no panic mode in me at all for this kind of stuff.
Don Klein says BLM in Arizona is still open. BLM nationwide still open. It's like that's one of those resources that they're gonna keep open. And for what we read, they're gonna keep open. Down the road we go. We're wondering if we will get to go to Alaska with the border closed. I mean, who knows, right? Because that's a lot of people. We would talk to the Hamptons and that they're in Mexico, and they were telling us a lot of the Canadians just left immediately because they were not afraid of not getting into their own country, but more like they were afraid they could not cross through U.S. to get to Canada. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people actually start traveling pretty quick.
Yeah, it'll depend. Like, who knows what's going to happen in May or June? You know, that's too far down the road. This could all blow over by the end of March. You know, Disney World says they're closed till the end of March. I think that's probably going to stretch out a little bit. The numbers are going to spike here in the next little while as they do more testing. That's just normal. And then maybe it'll drop off. Who knows? Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll go crazy. I don't know. But again,
nobody knows. That's the thing.
Nobody knows. So May or June, it's too far ahead yet to say what's going to happen there.
Rowdy One sent actually $10. Thank you for toilet paper. He said.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Thank you, Rowdy One. That's awesome.
He's like, that's gonna get us 2 rolls if the prices go up on that.
Yeah, and Teresa Alice made a good point. When they're saying about the local food for local people. Food comes from all over. So the states need to work together, and I agree with that. Like all of this, like it is really cool to see how much of this is bringing people together, which is kind of cool. There's a little bit of craziness, a little bit of chaos, but there is a lot of people that are being brought together by this. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. RV Wonder says is like, we were told by the government to come back. So Tom and Faye. It's like, yeah, I mean, I know U.S. is doing the same thing. U.S. is telling all the citizens or citizens that are abroad to come back immediately. It's like, otherwise they might stay for a lot longer wherever it is that they are.
I'm going to bring out the conspiracy theorist right now.
Oh, no.
Who thinks we're not being told the whole story? That's my thought is, because I'm not a conspiracy guy, but this reaction by everybody makes absolutely no sense whatsoever compared to all the other pandemics and things that we have going on every single year. We have a flu pandemic every year in the United States that kills 50,000 on average. We had the SARS thing, we had the MERS thing, and none of this was a reaction. So maybe we're not being told something, or maybe it's just like this one, because they don't have the vaccine for it, they were freaked out a little bit. But I don't know. It seems like maybe we're not being told everything. That's too conspiracy. I don't know.
And that surprised me from you, because usually you're not that way.
Yeah.
That surprised me from you.
But it just makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone through this, people, so many times.
Yeah, we go through this.
Because he always goes like, but the flu. And it's like, for me, it's not as deadly, and they still know the scope of this, and there is a vaccine for it. So
no, but the flu every year, cha-ching 50K, cha-ching 50K, cha-ching 50K every single year.
Yeah.
So
this has not been like that long to know how many.
And I agree. We don't know how long it's gonna be.
And we don't want to get to those numbers.
And SARS went a lot crazier than this, though. Is what I'm saying. SARS was way it spread like way quicker than this did.
Well, the thing about SARS is that it was more deadly, but it was less contagious.
Less contagious,
so
but it spread
people would not get it.
It spread like crazy. But anyways.
Yeah, let's not get into the conspiracy theory stuff.
Yeah, Dawn says maybe it's a distraction.
Carl is that's what I think. I think it's a distraction. Carl says Walmart is working overtime. Amazon, Walmart, your online drugstores. I mean, it's like all these stores are working overtime, and those employees obviously they cannot go home. They're troopers, absolutely. Here, everything is nationwide, I believe, where they are closing the stores at certain time. I think here is 8 o'clock at night. You cannot go and get supplies after that, and opening them early for seniors. I think that's nationwide too. Uh, Tammy says they're closing rest areas because idiots were stealing toilet paper. Sadly, yes, I can totally see that happening. People are panicking. It's like toilet paper is done here in the US, so it's like, and they have not stopped doing that. So they're just gonna resupply again all the stores little by little. And we're gonna get toilet paper again for those people that we didn't have our 1 year supply of toilet paper.
Yeah, I mean, how much do you really
I
need?
took a worst scenario. We go from toilet paper to Kleenex, and then from there to the kitchen ones, the paper towels, and from there we go.
Wipe and wash like the rest of the world does.
We also have actually cloths like the baby wipe stuff.
Give your fingers, and then you just wash it.
That's my last resource right there. That's my last one. It's like that's it. Like if I really cannot find anything and there's nothing at the store.
Okay, here's the other thing.
Oh my god!
These stores are closing down at 8 o'clock at night, and you agree with this?
Oh no, I agree with
Stores are closing down at 8 o'clock at night to do a deep clean, right? So all night long they clean the store, they wipe everything down, and the first 4 customers that walk through have the virus. It doesn't make any sense. Like that doesn't help anything. So I don't understand.
No, it's true. I mean, it's like, I guess they're playing odds. I don't know. Sherry Johnson is like, our daughter's freight company is trying to hire truck drivers. They are exploiting, needing to get freight out. Anyone looking for a job in warehouse or truckers, PM me. So, guys, if you have I guess you need to have the Class A license, or what is it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to have a Class A.
Yeah, it's
who's hiring?
Sherry Johnson posted it here for anybody that can drive a truck, because they are needing to obviously get supplies into places. So yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Who else?
Yeah, that's the other crazy thing too. Japan is right next door. Now I know they're an island, but they literally have 100th of the cases. I think they had 800 or something like that compared to China's 81,000. That's crazy, and they're like literally right next door. How does that happen? Nobody from Japan went to China?
I don't know what happened there. Well, I know that obviously China, they just closed everything. Basically, they put everybody in their houses, so they were able to stop it pretty quick. What's crazy happening is in Italy, though. This is going crazy. I'm more like probably you're prepared for the worst kind of person. Paul is not. When it comes to the household here, I have to say that I didn't do shopping right away when all these craziness are happening. It's not like I went to the store and just buy for everything, because I saw the news. It's like, oh my god, I'm not getting into that one. I'm not doing that. I knew that here at home I have, and this is an RV, it's like here at home I took inventory of everything, like from oatmeal to rice and to pasta, everything that I had. And I was like, okay, if it comes down to I don't have to go to the grocery store at all, for how long could we stay here in the RV? And it was a month. I could do meals for a month here in the RV. That's how much food
oatmeal for
I carry. It is what it is.
No, I know. I'm all right with that.
So anyway, it's like it was after that things can come down a little bit. After that all the craziness happens, that we went to the grocery store, to Walmart. That's the closest one pretty much from here. And the produce section was full. I mean, it's like there was no shortage of anything. The only thing there was shortage, it was pasta sauce, and
canned goods,
kind of rice.
Right.
The funny thing is, like, all the pasta, the one I like is the whole wheat, and it was the only one. Full. It was the only one available. All the other pasta was gone. The whole wheat.
Nobody else wants that whole wheat pasta.
So we had no problem getting that.
Bob and Tam said Costco will not let you return toilet paper, hand sanitizer, or cleaning products, and more stores should do this. I agree. I don't know if you guys read this story. Yeah. There's a guy from Texas that went around when this first started. Him and his brother went around and bought up all the hand sanitizer within all the towns around them within a few hundred miles. And he's now stuck with 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer because Amazon stopped him from price gouging online, which I think was great on Amazon's part. And that guy and his brother are a dick, by the way. So
Beep. We cannot blip here, Paul. William Terry, I agree. I asked that not too long ago. How can Russia have so few cases with millions of people?
Oh, they're not reporting it. Come on now.
I asked myself that, yeah, because you see the world map and it's like, and there's like a tiny little dot there.
They're not announcing that. They're like, we're too tough. We're from Russia, and we are tough, and we don't have that. I don't know if that's not Russian. That might be like a little bit of a weird
that's
Arnold
not like
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold. Yeah, that's
a little
like
weird.
Arnold.
Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, they're not announcing it.
Oh, our constant adventure. They had a local county warning here about the wipes being flushed and messing up the whole city system already.
Yeah. Don't flush paper towels, folks. Yeah, that's not going to be good.
No, wipes, like baby wipes.
Oh, and baby wipes? Probably no. You want to toss that in the garbage cans as well.
Don't climb. A Kroger store that I just retired from is wiped out of most need stuff, not allowing returns. But that's the one that you just read. Sorry.
What's that? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Ted said 28 viewers are on Facebook. Okay, cool. And are you guys staying put in Florida? For now, we are. We've got we're here in Wauchula until the 27th, and then we're a week out, and we're going to an undisclosed secret location. We're going to stay with some viewers.
It was very kind of this couple that we met at the RV thing.
Yeah.
Actually, that they live here. They have 40 acres. Some of you will know who they are because some of you met them, and they offered. We have so many. I have to say that was so nice. We have so many people reaching out saying, "How are you guys doing? Do you need a place to stay?" And people like offer their driveways, they offer their properties, they offer like so many places to stay, and that was so kind and so nice from you guys. Even not from here, from Florida. A lot of people is like, we know that you might be in Florida, but if you need the place to stay, we're in this location and we offer it to you. Right. So thank you so much.
Even Jose Sosa, he's on here tonight. He offered to move his wife out and let us stay there. So that was kind of nice. Oh, I don't know if Iris knows that.
I was gonna say Iris is gonna kick your butt.
And then after that, we go to Orlando 1,000 Trails for a couple of weeks. That is if they keep them open, and if they don't keep them open, then we'll go roll down the road and boondock somewhere and stay in various places and parking lots or wherever we can. Like it's not that big of a deal, really. Whatever we got to do, we'll do, and we'll make it work. Again, this is those things, like I'm one of these people that little tiny things will make me explode and go off the deep end. But when it comes to major crises like this, I don't care. Y2K, when that whole thing happened, I bought zero supplies. I didn't get any extra gas. I didn't stock up on food. I didn't get any extra money because the banks were going to close down. I didn't buy a generator because all the power was going to. I did literally zero. And then the next day when it all went, I got to go, heh.
I have to say, I told Paul, it's like we are not like hoping or looking for the worst, like the worst to happen. We're not definitely preppers or anything like that they prep for that. And I watch them on TV all the time. And it's like, but when is it going to come down to that? But right now, after seeing people's reaction just to something like this, to simple instructions, and they just go into panic mode, I'm like, I understand now why these people like prep for that, because they know people are going to go nuts.
If this was really the end of the world, people would have lost their minds. Really lost their minds. I got to show this Kevin. Kevin says that's why it's great about being a vegan right now. Yeah, dude, you can go everywhere and all the vegan food. There's tons of it. It is awesome, except for tofu.
Oh yeah, we couldn't find tofu.
We couldn't find tofu the other day.
We went to 3 stores. I'm trying to remember the stores, but it was Sprouts and Publix, and I can't remember. That was not too long ago.
Yeah, just a few days ago.
A few days ago, we stopped and we finally found it at a totally different Walmart. We literally drove like 2 hours. Yeah. Not 2 hours to find tofu. We were away.
We were just out.
We happened to go out and we were there.
But yeah, all the other stuff, there's lots of it available. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, I don't have to worry about that one. Like we have like 1 pound of rice, 1 pound of beans, and 1 pound of oats, and we're good to go. And a lot of frozen veggies. Tammy doesn't say, it's like, Carl Black, good question. I am with you. When is the RV thing too? I think I have like Aussie's hair or something. I still feeling like a tickle. So when is RV thing too, Paul?
So tentatively, the dates are. I don't want to look it up on my computer right now because I don't want to hang up on this thing. Let me see if I can do it without hanging up on everybody. You guys still there? Are you still there? It's in January of next year.
Yeah, he has already his calendar and his schedule.
Yeah, it's already in my schedule. I could show you this on my calendar, but I don't want you guys to see my other calendar stuff. So tentatively, so that you guys can get it on the calendar, tentatively, very tentatively, it will be January 7th through the 10th. That will be a Thursday through Sunday. That is 1 week before Quartzsite. So that'll allow a week off to do whatever you need to do. It'll allow you to go to Quartzsite. And then tentatively, the Baja Caravan will be the week after that. So somewhere around January 30th.
But obviously, pending on location, because obviously there's still stuff that needs to be booked. Like if we need to find a place basically, and we don't know what dates are available or if anything is available. So that's a lot of it.
Really, Kevin? That's amazing. Kevin said he's already bought his tickets. Is that for something else or for that? Because I didn't know. I didn't know tickets were for sale. I guess I should probably buy mine before they run out. That's awesome. Oh, and where is it going to be? It's going to be in the Phoenix area. It's going to be somewhat very close to Quartzsite. We're not going to do it at Quartzsite again. I don't want to get into the whole dealing with BLM, the government to try and pull event permits and all that stuff. So we're looking at places in Phoenix. At the very furthest away it would be Tucson, but we're looking at places in Phoenix. So that's what we're looking at for that. If you guys want, if you go over to the motorhomeexperiment.com, I now have a thing on there. I think it'll pause for 6 seconds or something like that. And if you put your mailing address in, you'll be on our mailing list. And then anytime I have an update on that kind of stuff, I'm going to push that out to everybody through email. It's going to be one of the easiest ways to do that. So if you go to the motorhomeexperiment.com and drop your email in, then you'll be put on that list. So that's a good place to do that. Nobody can get tickets for it right now. Everyone's saying, can they get tickets? We don't have tickets available yet. We don't know if we're doing it yet.
No, we are doing it.
We are doing
it. That's
it.
not the if. It's the where.
It's the where and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're not going to get tickets out until we get that. Jose's got his too. Like there's an inside scoop. There's already a black market for RV Thing 2 tickets. That's crazy.
A black market.
It's Miller, damn it. I know it is. That's awesome. That is awesome. Kevin says he'll send everyone out the link later.
My God.
I love that guy. Tim in San Diego, what's up, dude?
So yes, anyway, no, we're not that crazy about
No, nothing has really changed.
For us, it has
nothing
not
must
changed.
Have
The
changed.
only thing has changed that we are saying more here, but there is not too much to do around Peace River anyway. So we were taking it to do stuff around the house or stuff here anyway. So we are actually doing it. Yeah,
we spent a little bit of time with some friends in Cape Coral. And that was fun. And then we spent some time with some other viewers up in Oldsmar, Florida. And we got to see some really cool little towns. And I didn't film anything up there. And I was planning on going back and filming up there. But now I think, well, actually now might be a great time to go film all these little towns because there won't be anybody there. So
it will be very nothing to do. Like nothing to go
true.
Inside.
That's true. Everything's going to be closed. So we're going to have to wait for that stuff to reopen. We were going to go on a cruise. After the not only after cruise, we were actually Paul's birthday is coming up the 27th, and we postponed going to Disney. We went straight down to the Keys. That was a good thing because now they're closed, right? They're kicking people out of there. But now we were thinking of going for Paul's birthday, and by the way, we're gonna disclose it. New Floridians right here. Yes.
But we were gonna do it that way, and they closed. So now
we were going to wait for Disney World and wait for a cruise, and we waited for both, and now they're both canceled.
Yes. So let's see what happens. And I mean, they might reopen, I guess. I mean, if they reopen, we will go, but if not, we just skip it.
And then let all the snot-nosed little virus infected brats back in, and then we'll all get it again.
No, we go before them.
We'll go before them.
But
Di-
everybody's saying that they want the tickets for toilet paper. Trade tickets for toilet paper.
Google Die says that he bought his tickets from a Nigerian prince. That's awesome. Oh my god. You guys are awesome.
New Nomadic Steve says Paul is not allowed to have any more birthdays. He's immortal. That's what he thinks sometimes, that he's immortal.
So Don said, how about the Arizona State Fairgrounds? That's one of the places we're looking at, Don. Westworld's another one. Wild Horse Pass Casino, they've got their Westworld thing out there. We're thinking about doing that. There's several places that we're looking at. I've made some phone calls, and I've got to make some phone calls back because some of them have returned calls, and I haven't called them back yet. So I need to get back on that. So as soon as I have any of the information on that, I'll start releasing that out, and probably that'll be out on the rvthing.com. So maybe I need to, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff I need to do. So
like always. So just, that's the tentative dates. I don't remember what that was, the 7th through the 10th or something like that, but of January. But yeah, it's got a lot of work to do before then. Yeah. And
yes, Lori mentioned it. Yeah. So, Lola says ticket hoarders. That's awesome. So Lori did mention it just briefly, and Lori Buchanan just said happy Florida residency. So yeah, we are doing our Florida residency here in Florida. We're going through that St. Brendan's Isle, and we've got our address already. Our car insurance is all switched over. Our registration still is in the process, and we have to get our driver's licenses.
Yeah,
but
the problem is that because we have to go to DMV and that kind of stuff personally, I mean, obviously that's going to have to wait.
Yeah, so we're going to just hold off on that for a couple of weeks. And we wanted to get it all done so that we would be able to buy the cool Florida residency passes for Disney World. But right now, there's really no sense of buying passes if we can't go. So we're holding off on that.
People are still going to start reselling everything tickets. It's like Kirk says, like he plans to ticket gouging. So yes, it's like there's a whole conversation here.
Paul, the UPS guy's in the house. That's awesome.
So yeah, one of the reasons also we chose Florida is because we're right here, so we can do everything while we're here, and then we don't have to come back. Every registration, everything else is online. It's online, so we don't have to be back unless we are called for jury duty.
Right.
And that will be the only reason, basically. Joanne
had a package to send us. Should I not send it to Las Vegas? No, you should not. Or reach out to us on Facebook, and we'll give you the new address. And I need to. That's one thing I don't think I've done is put the new address on the website and stuff. So I need to do that. But yeah, if you've got something that you're trying to send us, are you sending us toilet paper? Is that what you're sending us? That'd be awesome. That'd be hilarious. But no, just reach out to us on Facebook, Joanne, and we'll get squared away.
Yeah, somebody says like, yeah, Disney tickets are better with Florida resident, and yes, exactly. So we found that you can get an annual pass on Disney to go on weekdays, and for us, it's just okay. I mean, we don't mind going on weekdays. We don't have to go on weekends for $350.
Yeah, something like that.
Annual pass.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah, so
yeah, we don't care if we go on weekends.
That's what we were hoping to do before they cancel all the cruises. We were looking at cruises, last minute cruises. And they were cruises for, 9 days for $300. It was just crazy how cheap they were before they actually stopped.
Yeah, we were. And one of the reasons we didn't buy a cruise is I told Lori, if we get out on the water, I'm not afraid of getting the virus. I don't care. But I was afraid of getting out on the water and then having to sit out 3 miles off the coast for 2 weeks while we were being quarantined, and that would have made me crazy on the ship. I would have just been like going nuts. I couldn't have handled that. So, but
I thought you love cruises.
I love cruises. I just don't like sitting on the boat. I want the boat to take me somewhere so I can get off and explore. Take me somewhere else so I can get off and explore. I don't like the day out at sea thing. The sitting by the pool and talk about a just germ infested place. Anyways, is a ship, and then to be quarantined on it. Yeah. And then what do they do? They put you in your cabin, and then the air gets recirculated so that everybody's breathing the same air. It's just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And they don't let you go up on the top. I don't know. It's rant over.
Oh, here's to our viewers. Busch Gardens in Tampa has a Florida resident deal too. Like, yeah, that's if they open. It's like that's the thing, because again, we have reservations and they are not in state parks. So the nice thing is that we're able to go there unless they happen to close those campgrounds. That I doubt they will. But if it comes time to leave Florida and nothing opens, I mean, we leave Florida.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, absolutely. So, anybody else? Cynthia has wine coupons to send her.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Again, just if you guys need a new address, then just reach out to us on Facebook. The website probably doesn't have the new address yet, so I need to get that changed over.
So many things to change over.
Yeah, there's certain things that you go, well, oh, I got everything, and then it's like, oh, shoot, I forgot that.
Here's the thing: we tried to do the whole just change of address, put the change of address through the mail services, and because we were already on a mailbox in Las Vegas, you're not allowed to change it to another mailbox.
Yeah, Florida. You're not allowed to have a personal address at a mailbox, so they wouldn't allow
a lot of our personal stuff is not going to get forward to Florida immediately. We actually have manually to go on every single bank statement or whatever. We need to go and change that. So we have been online a lot lately. It's like, yep. Jose Sosa, what's up, Lauren? No wine?
Yep. So getting along alone, I'm seeing reports that campgrounds, parks, and BLM land closing nationwide. So you are correct. There are some campgrounds that are closing. KOAs, I saw the other day, I got an email from them saying they are staying open. State parks here in Florida are closed, and I know state parks in some other places are closing. BLM land, I don't think that they will close BLM land. I don't know.
No,
but there could be spots that they're going to close. I don't know. But I can't see them.
The last thing that I saw that I read is that they were going to keep BLM open.
Yeah, because it's not like there's gates or there's no attendance there or anybody that's going to be infected by someone driving through.
BLM
so
campgrounds where you check in and you pay like a small fee or something like that.
So maybe BLM campgrounds.
Like La Posa West and that kind of stuff.
So maybe those. Yes.
And even then, I don't know if they're going to close them. Maybe they just don't leave anybody there.
Right. But not the actual land themselves, because it makes no sense. There is going to be no transfer of virus from someone driving into a BLM land. So I don't know. But again, that's something that could change minute by minute as things are going on here.
Yeah. Kevin mentions Campania has great info on campgrounds closing, staying up to date as well. And I'm trying to see who else commented. Don Klein, Escapisa has info too.
Kevin says Campendium has great info on campground closings, and they're staying up to date. So
that's what I just read.
Oh, did you just read that? Sorry. I thought you said Don Klein.
There's and Don Klein. That was the second one. It says Escapees also has.
Okay. Okay.
So yes. Anyway, where are you going to? So Jose used to respond. Jose says, "So no wine tonight because I thought it was not a last Saturday. I thought it was not appropriate for the occasion."
So Lippy Lisa Lipstick says, "Country parks. I'm assuming you meant county parks in Florida are still open. Fort DeSoto was closed. Fort DeSoto was not taking any more reservations.
That's a city campground.
Is it a city?
I believe
not a county.
No. Oh no, it's Pinellas.
It's Pinellas County campground. Yeah. So Pinellas County is closed. So Broward County is staying open. That would be cool. Colorado, we're hearing Colorado just closed down Rocky Mountain National Park. So this is cool because we have people from all over the country that can pop in and report stuff. Just make sure you're not reporting something that you heard. Make sure it's stuff that you know firsthand. Don't, like my brother Kevin sent from Kevin's sister's brother's friend's boyfriend told me that
was so confusing when you just said
right. It's very confusing, but none of that stuff, because somebody told me they were closing down. They had heard they were closing down all the roads today. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Nathan Jones says BLM campgrounds are closed and BLM land is open and will not close. Yeah, see, that's what we read too. Like, it's not going to close. Just the campgrounds, yes.
Hey, Nathan, what's happening?
National parks. Colorado just closed down Rocky Mountain National Parks and national parks too. It's craziness what's happening. Like, it's just I don't understand even the scope of this disease, right? It's like because if they're close, I told Paul, when you have your private companies that are losing millions or billions of dollars,
AK, like the ones in Vegas, the
the
casinos.
casinos and all that, because we're from Las Vegas, so we know casinos will not close for anything, right? It's like they are just like a cash cow for them. It's like they love having them open. So for them to close, Paul, we're like, oh, it's like
Right.
there's something there that.
Well, a guy fired the gun out the window of the Mandalay Bay and shot 800 people. The next day, the casino was open. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, this thing happened, but yeah, we're still open. And now every casino in Vegas is closed down. So it's really crazy. Really crazy.
Don Santiago said, impressed with your board practice.
Thank you.
I was impressed too. Let me close this because it's shining a lot.
Die says Colorado can't close a national park. So I agree with that. Colorado didn't, but I'm assuming that it's a national park.
It's a national park. Probably they have national park closures. Yes,
right,
I totally agree with that.
I agree. So James Island in South Carolina is closed.
Thank you, Kevin. If people can thumb up the video, will be amazing. But you don't have to. But if you do, just don't double click. Just saying.
Florida Seminole casinos are all closed. See, and that's the thing too. We thought, well, if casinos are closed, are their parking lots still going to be open to stay overnight? I would assume so. Again, there's zero chance of us infecting anyone by parking in a parking lot. There's zero chance of us affecting you if we're parked next to you in a parking lot or next to your house. Or that's the kind of thing I don't understand about the campgrounds closing down, unless they're just trying to protect campground workers. But in that case, leave the campground open, shut down the restrooms. But I mean, I guess you have the person up front that has to check people in, but they can set the paperwork down. Other people can pick the paperwork up. They don't have to, they don't have to swap spit or lick each other's face. They just like, I don't get it. Like there's something, maybe it's super airborne and they haven't told us that yet. Like maybe it's super aerosol and they haven't told us. That's conspiracy.
The other day I spray basic things with the Lysol disinfectant, like the keys, the car keys that we use and stuff like that. So I was spraying like a bunch of stuff. And our alarm, what is the alarm that is on there?
What?
Hey, what's that alarm?
The carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide. It's not the smoke. It's the carbon monoxide. That just went up and it will not stop with the Lysol. So just FYI with RVers, if you have your Lysol spray and disinfectant, it's going to go off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just saw Jim. Jim says, we are government watch BLM in Nevada. No one at the entrance to collect fees. That's actually a national, it's not a national park. What is it?
It's a national park.
It's a national park. Free camping, even at Payside. So everything is open right now. All your national stuff probably, like no fees, no clothes, no
That's
nothing.
Awesome.
Like, are we wondering? Our daughter bought us $250 worth of food. Now we can move around in the RV. That's funny. It's like when we went to Mexico, and I think Faye also oversupply, like got a lot of supplies too, couldn't move around.
So Devin Randy says, love the new beginning of the videos, but they noticed Lorraine has been missing from the closing scene. What's up with that? We always like you to say goodbye. Lorena has been hardcore at her computer during the daytime for trading. Because like I said, this is an awesome time right now for traders. For people that have got their money in 401ks, not so much. But if you're pulling your money in and out of the markets quickly right now, it's awesome. So she literally from the time the market opens till the time the market closes, she's really been paying attention to that. And I still need to get some stuff done. So I'm just trying to let her do her thing. And I'm going to do the opening and closings and not because that she's working during the daytime, and the daytime hours are when I've been editing and doing that sort of stuff. So it's like, I need to get it done. So I'm just going to, not bother her to do that. But every now and then she's going to be back in that stuff. But for right now, we'll see.
Yes. What he said. Santa Sir Glenn is asking, are casino parking slots still open? I don't know, if I'm honest with you. It's like we have not stayed at the casino, but if any of you guys have stayed at the casino, if you know anything, I'm assuming it probably changes casino per casino. I mean, they all have the different rules and the different opinions. So I'm assuming it has a lot to do with that. Um,
Kevin, is that why you guys are buying all the new stuff? What new stuff? I don't know any new stuff that we've got. I got my kiteboarding gear, but
what?
Kevin says, is that why you guys are buying all the new stuff? You're trading. Like I said, it has been good the last few days. I don't want to jinx it because this week was a good week. But
Well, the funny thing is that Paul just bought his gear, and there has been no win whatsoever.
yeah, there's been a what do they call it?
Pressure.
High pressure from the Gulf and from the Atlantic, just sitting over the top of Florida. Zero wind. It's perfect weather, but zero wind, so I haven't had a chance to use that. So
Hotel
Kevin's
Boss
hilarious.
says also, it's bad when Hawaii says do not come when it depends on tourism. Unemployment is going through the roof. Absolutely. Actually, 2 days ago, Sean, my stepson, his son, just called us because they have told him that same day that was the last day the bar was going to be open. So that was his last day of work, and they were going to help them to file unemployment and all these things. But he said, I'm at home for 2 weeks. Like, I don't know what to do for 2 weeks. It's like, so it's, crazy. They're going also totally dark. In Hawaii, it's going totally dark right now.
Yeah.
Nothing open.
The entire island. But again, it's to help stop the spread. But again, there's underlying things that we're not being told because I don't know.
Getting along alone. Do you guys have somewhere to park long term during all this? We have planned for the next month. We are covered for the next
until April.
For the next month.
Until
Because
April
we still
16th.
have 1 week here, 1 week that we're going to farm, and then 2 weeks. So we're good for a month. And after that, we have no plans whatsoever. Our plan was to start heading north, going East Coasting.
Mm-hmm.
But with the state park closures, we don't know. I mean, we're gonna try to search for obviously private campgrounds and stuff like that. But here in Florida, everything is also so expensive
Or
this time
free
of
stuff.
the year. So we're gonna try to find stuff, but
Do
our
some
goal is
cracker
to go
docking.
there. Yeah, but it's getting hot. I don't think that's gonna cut it.
Well, we'll just plug into the side of Cracker Barrel. They won't know. We'll just run an extension cord over.
Just a long
Yeah,
extension cord.
they won't notice. We'll put leaves, or we'll kick leaves over top of it.
Let's make it yellow.
Yeah.
A yellow extension cord.
Exactly. We'll just paint it. I'll tape it down and paint it the same color as the driveway. They won't even know.
Yeah.
Kevin says all the casinos in Phoenix area are closed.
Yeah, somebody says if you're gonna try to say a casino, probably call before. Probably that's the best idea. Yes. All Canadian national parks are closed as well. What?
Gerbil Williams says, I think my wife started this virus. I have no sports to watch, and they closed all the pubs, so I can't even drown my sorrows.
I have to say, one of the things
that has got to be crazy.
One of the things I found interesting when I went for supplies too, and I saw so many empty shelves, like I said, the pasta, the rice, and that. It was a lot of the junk food, like all the chips, the chip section. It was all empty too, so people prepare. And also your beer section, it was almost empty as well. So it's like people prepare for that.
Oh, Dougie D says, share your picks, Lorena. That's a no, Doug. Because here's what happens if Lori shares a pick with you, and you trade that pick, and you don't trade it on the exact same time that she does. Mm-hmm. You're gonna lose. So.
And I know how to hedge. I know when to close and go and all that stuff.
So anytime somebody's got this hot tip for you, you have to know exactly when they're going in at their entry point, exactly what their exit points are. And if you don't know that and exact timing of those entries and exits, dude, you get really hurt, especially now when the thing's swinging 2,000 points in a day. But those 2,000 point swings in a day are also golden if you're watching it. And most of the stuff you're not doing right now is stocks. It's commodities and a little bit of the SPY itself, right?
Yeah, ETFs is what I'm doing.
So
right
ETFs
now,
and stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, you don't ever want to. That's a thing that'll cost you friends. You give a friend a hot tip, and then they trade it. And because I saw somebody the other day going, willy-nilly was saying, oh yeah, it's a good time to get into Apple, it's a good time to get into this, and I just cringe when I see that on Facebook.
Today I saw that on TV in one of the TV segments. They're like, this is a great time to invest because everything is on a discount, and it's like, no,
you don't know that yet.
Know when the bottom is, so it's like, no.
Right. What if this isn't a bottom? What if the bottom's another 5,000 or 10,000 point slide?
Yeah,
and you just put your money in there, and then you freak out and you pull it out. This is not the time to play in the market if you're not already a seasoned investor, folks. If you do have 401ks and stuff, don't freak out. It's going to come back. It'll take a bit, but this is not the time to get in, dip your toe in the market.
Definitely not. That's called gambling. No, we don't gamble. If you're a trader, you know what to do. You have studied from them, but otherwise it's gambling. I was looking, it's like, there's no soup on the shelves in Hawaii, and there is no soup in Phoenix either. Well, I guess that's one of those, like, people thought they were staples, right? But there's probably stuff to make soup at the end of the day.
Mikey, have you filed your taxes or waiting until the new July date? Our taxes are already in, so I don't know.
Well, we submit everything to the accountants, but there's still something missing that is not up to us, to somebody else to provide it. So we're waiting for that. But yeah, I know there's a new deadline.
We're still waiting for some corporate paperwork.
Yeah, we're going in and out. Like, it's blurring and then coming back.
Well, that's because it's focusing, it's adjusting. As my hand might go into the camera, and then it's...
Yes, okay. But anyway, so they're not ready then.
Mark, Paul, you could get someone to pull you behind a boat. You could call it, I don't know, water skiing. Yeah, but it's not as fun, man. And then I need a boat. I just want to get some wind, man. Go out and fly a kite. Lori tells me all the time, hey, dude, go fly a kite. Now I can do that, and I can waterboard at the same time. Kiteboard. You don't know that term, do you? Somebody says, go fly a kite. It's like go get lost, basically. No.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't know that. She doesn't know that.
Like the other day, you came up with a thing that's like, I have never heard that in the 13 years we have been together. But anyway, it's like, I hear new phrases from him.
What was the thing I said?
I cannot even remember. I heard once, and now I'm not going to remember it. And Nathan says, from my son that worked for MGM, it was put out industry-wide that all casino properties are closed, including parking lots. Yes, it was like totally... Las Vegas right now, we have seen a lot of our friends that's still there, or acquaintances that's still there, that they have put a lot of videos on the strip. It's kind of weird.
It's very, very weird.
It's very weird, like
very Apocalypse Now looking.
Empty, and a lot of the lights off. I mean, there's still some lights on, but it's like most of the lights are off, so it's just like very weird looking.
Very, very crazy.
Doug D, how is the TP situation out in Florida? Like in any other place of the world? Gone.
Yep.
Gone. My sister, that she is in Austria right now, she lives in Vienna. She was telling me that even there, she went to the store and everything was empty. Like, people panic over there too, and all the shelves were empty as well.
Yeah.
So it was worldwide.
Yeah, it was worldwide. It wasn't just crazy Americans buying up TP. It was people everywhere, except for Mexico. Mexico seems to be like calm, cool, and collected down there.
The Hamptons, Cheryl said the other day she went to the store and she felt guilty because she saw all this toilet paper on the shelf. It was like, I don't.
And she knew we didn't have any.
But she says if things don't get fixed in a month when they have to go back, she's literally actually going to stock up on toilet paper in Mexico before going back.
Yeah. Annie says Havasu has wind 90% of the time. Well, yeah, and that's places like that are when we get to these various places. I want to be able to kite in all these different cool lakes and rivers and things. So that's something that I can't wait for.
That is true. Tammy Dodson is like, it stinks. Large towns are worse. Small stores in small towns, you have a chance. I don't know about that one. We're in a small town right now, and it's pretty empty.
It's pretty empty, yeah.
Except of the produce section.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
And I went the other day to a local stand, a local farm stand, and I was like, okay, we're out of the big stores. I'm not infecting anybody or anything. So, and they were open, and I went and, oh my God, they're gouging you right now for vegetables too in the farm stands. It's pretty crazy. Oh,
the one farm stand we stopped at? It was crazy. It was really crazy.
It was like, let's take advantage of this happening. Kevin, I miss the scented toilet paper in Mexico. Remember, in Mexico, you don't flush it on the toilet. You put it in that wastebasket.
Right.
Because of that, they send the toilet paper. So, yes, it's like, so the bathroom is not smelling.
Right. Too bad.
Too bad. So it's like, yes, I totally agree, but we'll be back for more. It's the only thing I can say.
So this is good. One of the great things that has come out of all this, hotel boys. What about gas prices? We paid $1.99 the other day for our car here in Florida, and I saw it as low as $1.90. Now we haven't been out in the last couple of days. We've been biking around here and just kind of hanging around the campground. We've been, walking around like licking light poles, high-fiving people, just giving hugs and stuff like that to strangers, just kind of trying to be as social as we possibly can in the campground. And we weren't doing that. But we've been here at the campground. We haven't been out, but $1.99, and I saw it for $1.93 the other day while we were on our way back here. So in the last couple of days, maybe it fell a little bit more, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Anybody got
the only nice thing about
it? Anybody in Texas or Arizona that's around $1.50 right now, $1.80? Anybody? What? Don Klein, what do you guys got out there?
RV Warner says our RV journeys told them that there's lots of toilet paper at Camping World. We don't have a Camping World close to us.
Within 100 miles of us.
So I can't tell you.
Bob Jensen says $2.55 in Vegas still. But that's low for Vegas. But no, it wasn't much higher than that when we were there.
What's that?
He says $2.55 in Vegas. I think we paid $2.70 when we were there. So
no, we were in the threes.
Was it?
3.30-ish.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kevin Miller, $1.80 in Atlanta. Ken Jones, $1.55 today in Texas.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
$1.70 in Tennessee. It's coming through. I'm going to try and click on a few of these. $1.74 in North Texas. Don says $2.60 still in Arizona. I'm surprised. Tom Stone, $1.61 in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Is that Cedar Rapids? Sorry. California gas, still $2.99. $2.99 in California is not bad, actually. Castroville, Texas, $1.93, $1.70 in Indiana. It's coming through fast and furious. Karen says 77.9 per liter in Ontario. I have no idea how much that is. Multiply that by 4. So 75, like $6 a gallon. Holy crap.
Oh my God.
Is that right?
Michael,
No, that can't be right.
Michael Schroeder, $1.45 in Costco Sam's Club in Michigan.
Ooh,
That's
Michigan's
amazing.
the winner. $1.45. Look at all these coming through here. Kevin says 35 cents a gallon. Oh yeah, US.
US.
77.9 cents a liter. Yes, is 35 cents a gallon US. That's hilarious, dude. Oh yeah, where's Rob in the UK? $1.20 a liter. So that's $4.80 a gallon. Approximento. Fort Worth $1.56. I knew Texas would be down there,
winner.
so that's awesome. Diesel $1.74 with the TSD card, so I know that thing's been doing well for everybody. Stephen Clark says he's in oil and gas, not a happy time. It is if you're trading.
Well, when you are in that industry, it's like it's not a
bad.
happy time. It's like these companies are losing a lot of money. It's like also to recover is going to be a long time, and they're going to cut production probably to control the price of it as well.
Yep. $2.64 in Ontario, Canada, $1.84 US.
RV Warner says 96 cents a liter over there.
96 cents a liter. Holy smokes.
Canada,
yeah. So much cheaper in
96 cents Canadian
Kevin,
dollars.
Karen, where are you? Are you in Ontario? $2.05 in Utah. Yeah, gas prices right now, if you're in an RV, now's a good thing. Red, White, and Maple, I know they're in Ontario, so they're saying 77.9 times 3.2. Yes. So cool. Yeah, gas. When I say it's good for gas, I mean on the consumer end, not so much if you're in the oil and gas industry, obviously. Yeah. and also good if you're trading, because there's kind of nowhere it can go but up. It's what, $20 a barrel right
Was
now,
it 20 something? I can't remember.
and a couple of years ago was $200 a barrel or close to it. So it's just crazy.
It's crazy how 23.64.
23.64 a barrel right now, and it was close to $200 at one point, wasn't it?
Although I'm looking at futures, so yeah, 23.64.
So look at the futures. So, anyways, very cool, very, very cool. Is that a new pillow? Kevin wants to know if that's a new pillow. I think that's a new pillow.
I got two, like this one. Guess where I got it? Just by the Aloha.
You got those in Hawaii?
I got this in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Last time we went. So, as you can tell, we're not super worried. We're still having fun. We're still doing our thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, we're not out being social butterflies by any means. We're doing our part.
We were having a fire 2 days ago.
We had a fire 2 days ago with viewers, but we sat on one side of the fire. They sat on the other.
Less than 10 people group. Oh, we're bicycling around the campground, and we passed this like massive group of people that they were gathering at
12 or 15 people.
Yeah.
But again, they say to stay in groups of 10 or less. What good does that do if 2 of those 10 are infected?
But it doesn't spread as fast.
But it spreads to the other 8.
If you're sick and there's 20, 30 people, and those 20, 30 people infected, they were going to spread faster. There's only 10 people. It's going to spread slower.
But you have to hang out with the same 10 people. It's
going to spread, but it's just in a small
But you need to hang out with the same 10 people for 2 weeks.
What?
You're only allowed to hang out with those same 10 people for 2 weeks. That's better. But if those 10 hang out with 10 new ones next day and 10 new ones the next day and 10,
and that's
then
how
it spreads.
That's how it spreads.
But we shouldn't hang out with anybody then.
And that's what they're trying to do.
Well,
that's what
I'm saying. But if you hang out with only 10 people for 2 weeks, the same 10, then it's okay.
They're just trying to keep it the spread in a smaller scale.
Instead, you're stuck hanging out with me.
Yes, I'm watching a lot of YouTube lately, people. Like, no, you're watching a lot of YouTube lately.
Ed Milia says, "Wow, Kevin inventories your pillows." You guys are hilarious. Kevin, don't encourage her. He said I'm supposed to listen to you.
He supposed he never does. Don Klein, they sent out the National Guard to help the grocery stores, by the way. I did not know that. That's news. Yeah, red wine and maple. Our food prices have gone through the roof over there. It's insane. Yeah, because again, right now there is a lack of distribution, so everything is gonna go on higher. So yes, everything's gonna go up soon for sure.
Well, and then we're gonna be overstocked on everything. So the cool thing is, after this is all over, toilet paper is going to be about 25 cents a roll because they won't be able to get rid of it. There'll be so much of it after they resupply, then it'll be super cheap.
Yeah, but it's not like we can stock on toilet paper.
Right.
Where do we put that much toilet paper?
We don't have to. We could just go live with Kevin. He's probably using $10 bills right now. At least, maybe 20s. Probably. Gun sales are going through the roof in Seattle. There's another one I get. RV Wandering. That's Tom and Faye. Gun sales going through the roof. Like, again, this isn't the end of the world. Like,
we saw a very sad thing on TV the other day about like a lot of the gun sales have gone through the roof, but also in minorities that especially your Asian minority right now it's a fight.
Oh, that's super sad. Yeah.
Super sad. Yeah, they
feel
like
people are targeting Chinese people in public. Come on,
it's horrible.
It's just ridiculous. It's horrible. That kind of stuff just makes me so angry. Just so angry.
Oh yeah, and Dave at 55 degrees north. Hi guys, I'm a taxi driver here in the UK, so yeah, not a happy time. And I'm a 3 week into double ankle break, so not earning and not for the next 5 weeks.
Yep.
Either. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Sorry I started laughing. Mark Fitzroy's a funny bastard. He says no swinging in groups of more than 10.
That's funny. getting along, have a lot of cases in New York. Now that I feel like now there's a lot of cases everywhere. I'm not sure what is the state that is more hit. It's
that's all going to go up.
California.
Right now, the cases of people that have it are going to skyrocket as people get tested. That's the other thing, folks. If you're not feeling sick at all, just stay away from other people. You don't need to get tested.
When you see on TV the lines of people lining up to get tested, and you know
they're not sick,
there's a fraction of them that actually really need to get tested, and they're like preventing from other people that need to be tested to actually get tested.
And the other people are just paranoid. They're like, oh, I might have it. Like, so what? So what if you have it? If unless you feel sick enough that you need to be hospitalized, you don't need to be tested.
Stay in your house or stay in your
Stay away from other people.
Like we're doing right now.
In my professional medical opinion.
When you have two experts right here.
Our Red White Maple says, I've been home quarantined for 5 days and I want to stick needles in my eyes just for giggles. That's hilarious. Yeah, somebody just said that I just saw it flash in front of me that says Costco saying that toilet paper can't be returned. Yeah, all the stores should do that. If you overstocked, you can't return it. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, right now, because there is no availability, maybe you should allow it in the next 48 hours. If you return toilet paper in the next 48 hours, you can do it. So the people that didn't get it like us, you can just go and get some.
Right. Here's a huge point. Here's two RVers. This is the biggest point ever. So you're freaking out that you're going to have this thing. So you go get tested, even though you're showing no signs. You can test negative and catch it a day or a week later.
Yes.
If you don't self quarantine. So yeah, even if you don't have it, you go, oh, thanks, I appreciate that. Then you walk out and you touch a door handle somewhere and you pick up the virus. So it doesn't matter whether you have it or not. There's no vaccine for it. So just stay away from other people and let it run its course. Unless you're sick and you really need to go to the hospital, obviously seek medical attention, but don't freak out. The majority of the cases they've said are mild and you're not going to have any issues. Getting tested doesn't mean you won't get it the next day. So yeah. You're right. Jose says, thanks, Dr. Paul. Exactly. I got my medical degree from Google.
You're like Dr. Phil.
I'm like Dr. Phil.
There's no degree.
Practicing medicine without a license. Any of you guys want to come over and get your exam? I will slip on the plastic glove, rubber glove, whatever you want, and I will give you your exam.
He has been telling me this for a week, and I have been refusing to get my test done. I'm like, that's going to happen.
I guarantee her that it'll be a good test.
Oh, my God. I'm just like...
Vegas Roy, that'd be a good question. Heard what the rate of false positives are.
I'm just realizing how much I touched my face. They're gonna hear it.
I don't know. I haven't heard that. I just know, like I said, the cases are obviously going to skyrocket as tests. Like people that actually have the virus, that's going to skyrocket. But I had heard that there were no new cases in China. Again, who knows if they're reporting all the facts? That's the problem with any of this stuff. Is we're all getting
China seems to
second
get
and
better,
third,
but Italy seems to get worse.
Yeah, we're all getting weird second and third hand news and things like that. And that's another thing why stuff like this is really frustrating, is because we never know what the real information is unless you're in the front line yourself and you're actually there. All the information we're getting is second hand, third hand, fourth hand, and sometimes fifth hand from cousin Joey. So, who knows what's right.
Bob Jensen said, we have the Goose Hill paddleboard coming from Hong Kong. I guess I need some sanitizer. Yeah, you need to spray it and just wipe it down before using it, just in case.
Rick says I should have worn scrubs tonight. That's the other thing. I heard somebody say something about they didn't want to buy their toilet paper from China because they didn't want to get infected. because the toilet paper rolls might come from China. And I'm like, seriously?
Yeah,
Why are you fingering the roll before you're putting the toilet paper on the thing? And like, how long do you think it takes to get a roll of toilet paper from China? It doesn't get here overnight. It's on a boat for weeks.
Yes, by the time it gets here, even if it had something a little too,
the chances of it having it are, oh my God, people are hilarious.
Oh. People take breaks at the same time. He's like,
Michael Lupo says they announced today in New York, out of all the people they've tested, only 5% have tested positive. Kind of supports what we said. All those people in line for no reason. Exactly.
I think
that's a lot of it.
People, one or two, people just want to know, not giving priority to
Right.
people that actually need it. They just want to know. Or people are being paranoid about like,
Sure.
I think I had one sniffle and I think I have it.
Right.
And like I have a sore throat for the last 5 days, but I don't have fever. I'm not feeling like I need air.
Jesus.
Stay that way. I have been touching everything in this RV, so you're infected already. He's like, so be it.
Yeah, and again, here's what's going to happen. You go in, you get tested, and they go, sir, you're positive for the coronavirus. And you go, oh, doc, what do I do? Go home and don't talk to anybody for the next 14 days. That's it. That's all. They don't have a vaccine to give you. So just going and getting a test so that you can test positive, all that does is put you on the statistic. It doesn't.
Now, with that being said, I am from the opinion, and I might be a minority in this group or any group.
You are a minority.
I am already.
Yeah,
yes.
you're Mexican.
So this is going to be a minority.
Okay,
minority.
all right. All right.
I might be, when I say, I think, obviously the testing is not there yet. I mean, there isn't a quantity for everybody, but I feel like when production really comes up, everybody should get tested. So people are knowledgeable. Like if you have the virus, regardless if you have symptoms or not, you literally have to go into
really
quarantine.
Need to quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you really are not spreading it.
Right.
So I do believe on everybody get tested regardless. But right now,
not right now.
Right now, there should be a priority to the people that are feeling sick.
Right. Yeah. And just stay away from other people right now. That's the best course of action. Oh my God. You guys are hilarious.
Corona beer.
Tom Kimball says if you're in line, you're more likely to get the coronavirus.
That's why I told Paul, all the people also going to the hospital right now because they have the feeling they're sick. Yeah. It's like there is no worse place to go because
I am not going near a hospital right now.
Or the line to get tested.
Or the line, yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Somebody coughs out the window, your air conditioning sucks it into the vents and spits it into your car.
Pretty much.
Leave the recirculate on in your car right now, folks. That is hilarious. Gregory.
I should have a hat. I never thought about. Well, I don't have it in the house, and we are here all the time. But it's like I should have a Corona beer.
Yeah, well, that's what Gregory said. Because I went to get some Coronas, but the shelves were all out.
Everybody wants a Corona during Corona.
Oh my God, you guys are funny.
Oh, they make toilet paper in Oklahoma, and I heard East Texas also. I didn't know where it was coming from, but I guess I don't know.
Now, Leanne, you're saying that the virus is airborne, but you know how airborne? Like that's the thing. If someone coughs, does it just kind of go out a little bit and then land on a surface, or does it like those are the things that we haven't heard? Because here's the thing again. If we're at the beach the other day and people are 30 feet away from us and someone coughs and they have it and it just goes out and hits the ground and stays on the ground, like then I'm not gonna
upwind from
well,
everybody.
yeah, you definitely want to stay upwind from everybody, but then you're not going to get sick. But if it's super airborne, where it I don't know the term for it, but it would get like turn to vapor or whatever, where it really stays in the air a long time, then we really need to be worried about that. But that's the one thing I haven't heard of, whether or not that it's able to travel long distances and stuff like that. So those are some of the things that I'd like to know if there was a medical professional that would know that.
Well, I don't think right now they even know what's the hell is happening.
Right. So Karen, I believe Karen, you're in the medical industry, right? Karen Polanski, were you not a nurse? She said testing possible cases is important, as well as tracing the confirmed cases and isolating, but not for just anybody, just in case. So, right, exactly.
For some reason, all my comments went away. Okay, I'm back.
Kevin Miller. In Alabama, they usually only run one of their 8 machines to keep up with normal demand, since they have started running all 8. 8 machines. I must have missed some of your comments. I must have missed something. 8 machines to do testing. And Kevin says that Kevin Klein, it'll land and stay on metal for 4 days. Yeah, that I had heard. But again, here's the other thing, folks. All of this can be infected, and you can do this. All of this stuff, as long as you don't touch your face, you don't get the virus. Like, you wash your hands as long as you're not touching your face. Here's the other thing. Everyone's wearing these stupid masks. If you're infected, you should wear a mask, because if you cough, you'll cough into the mask. If you're not infected, wearing a mask will do nothing if it's over your nose even, because viruses can be transmitted through your eyes. So wearing a mask is not a 100% fail safe. If you're in the medical profession, those people that are being tested, all these N95 masks and stuff they're talking about, yeah, that kind of stuff is cool, and they should wear those as a health professional. But just wearing one, walking around in the store, and somebody coughs, or you touch something and you do one of these, you're going to infect yourself. So as long as you're washing your hands, you can touch surfaces that have the virus on it. You're not going to get it. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face, which is really hard to do. I touch my face constantly, especially when I'm picking my nose.
We both do.
Yeah, it's just constant. So, yeah.
We all do. Jose Sosa say, hey guys, just imagine 9 months from now, how many babies are going to be born? Just saying. Yeah, there's going to be a baby boom happening soon, too.
Good. Lori Buchanan, you're right. She says, just stop touching yourself, people. Damn, that takes all the fun out of it.
Happy vibes to Jose, or divorces. It's like, yeah.
This is what's funny is I saw this earlier today. This isn't something I made up, but isn't it funny that a year from now, you're going to see on TV all the lawyers coming on and say, did you get too much hand sanitizer and hand soap and dish soap on your hands during the coronavirus? Have you come down with XYZ because of that? Call Morgan & Morgan today, and we'll get you into this lawsuit against the companies that supplied the hand sanitizer during the coronavirus. That's what's going to happen. We're all going to get some kind of weird malady from using hand sanitizer. I will tell everyone, I've never used hand sanitizer until this week. I'm totally against hand sanitizer because I think that stuff like that gives you super bugs. That's just my weird thing. I've always washed my hands. I grew up on a farm.
It doesn't give you super.
It does. It gives you no antibodies.
Antibodies. That's totally different.
Right, but if you're always killing off all of the germs in your system, and you've got none of those germs to create antibodies.
Antibodies. You don't create antibodies. I totally agree with that statement. It doesn't give you.
I grew up on a farm. Our hands were dirty. We were dirty. We ate. We got stuff in your face. And everybody that I know of on the farm are healthy. Always. There's the majority of the farmers I know are healthy, and they're in one of the dirtiest environments ever. I never used hand sanitizer. I actually lived next to a doctor in Vegas, and he didn't allow his kids or his family to use hand sanitizer for that same reason. He said, I want my girls, when they're playing in the yard and they're picking up dirt and getting dirt on themselves, it's just part of the process of your body building those antibodies.
But this is a virus. This is not bacteria.
I agree. But this is the first time I've used hand sanitizer. I just think that if you just wash your hands on a regular basis, then we wouldn't be in a lot of these situations of people being so sick all the time. But again, not a medical professional. I just know that, and you've been with me now for 13 years. How many times have I been sick in 13 years? Like, you can count it on less than one hand. You are so full of it.
No,
you can count it on less than one
yes.
hand. It just, I don't get sick because I'm not overly cautious about all of the bugs and germs. And I don't know. I don't know. And maybe I'm just a freak of nature. Maybe Dr. Pepper has antibodies in it, and that I've drank all of that now.
Probably. Liz mentioned like something super sad. It says like young people are telling her that can't wait until people like her die, and she's 74. What the heck? And then RV Wonder reply, yeah, I actually heard someone use the term slimming the herd yesterday. That's so sad that there is people that think that way, because I have to say they just announced not too long ago that it's not only affecting people older than certain age,
Right.
it's affecting everybody. Even younger people now are also having problems, breathing problems and respiratory problems, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's affecting everybody, not only certain part of the crowd. So, but the fact that you guys are hearing that is like, it's sad. It's sad from those people.
Somebody said my glasses are crooked. They're always crooked. I can never get them right. William Terry said, why are people now just starting to wash their hands? What did they do before? Exactly. And here's the other thing, guys.
It's not washing your hands. I think it's washing your hands
regularly,
long enough,
yeah.
Thoroughly.
I will be totally honest too. I've never washed my hands for 20 seconds before this. It's like a do this one thing and done. But here's another thing, gentlemen. Think about this next time you go in and go to the restroom and you touch your junk before you've washed your hands. If you're going to go use the restroom, you wash your hands before you go to the bathroom and then after as well, because just going in and you've handled all the money and stuff and then you touch your stuff, it's disgusting.
Are we going into the
I don't know. It's awesome. Rob Gelino, my buddy from school. Crazy times all over. Glad the both of you are doing well. Keep up the good fun. Thanks, Rob. Hope you guys are doing well up there in Canada as well. If you see my brother around, slap him around for me, will you?
Oh, Leon said that Elaine and him, they just made their own sanitizer today. I've been thinking about doing my own sanitizer, hand sanitizer.
Yeah, we've heard that you can do that. So Lori's been buying up all the Everclear and vodka and stuff. So
that's what they told me it was needed for.
No, she has not been doing that. I don't think you use that stuff. Everclear has to work though. It's like 150 proof alcohol.
I'm probably gonna close the front window because we have the light here and people are gonna be like, what is happening in there?
Oh.
So probably that side too.
All right, we've got. Who said something about truckers? I used to be a trucker. So again, one of those things, if you bought it, a truck brought it. At some point in time, a trucker handled your stuff. So yeah, right now truck drivers are, essentially putting themselves at risk by handling all these products and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, those guys right now are
the same as grocery store employees.
Yeah, grocery store employees. Think about these people, these kids at Walmart that are stocking the shelves and doing all that kind of stuff, that are around people all day long, every single day. Yeah, these are people that we should
Nurses,
be
doctors, they're really at risk.
That we should be really taking care of. Yeah, Seeking Serenity, you're correct too. The public bathrooms that you go in.
Sorry guys, I needed some sparkling water.
Public bathroom that you go in, you wash your hands, and then you have to grab a door handle to walk out.
I just told you that this morning.
It's insane.
It's like I went to have a shower because I'm not showering here in the RV since we don't have full hookups. And I went to have a shower at the showers here. It's like, but yeah, you're having to grab doorknobs. And I did it with my towel. It's like I did that I hated it.
I just wait in the bathroom for 15, 20 minutes till somebody opens the door and put my foot in there and get my way out. Rick S. says, use lots of alcohol from the inside.
What else, Paul? What else?
Aid Collins says, a friend works for a logistics company in the UK. The drivers are staying in their trucks. Yeah, no doubt. Right now, if you're a truck driver, you're probably busy as heck.
It's what they were saying earlier, that there's truckers needed. So if you happen to have your Class A, this is time to make some cash. if you retire and you are a former trucker that used to have your class A, but you're retired, this is a moment that you can do an extra. And also, it's not only extra cash, but you're also helping, right? Helping people to get the goods out there and everything. So it's a moment to do that.
Yeah. Tom just said his computer just had a virus and it's cleaning it up now. I wish we could do that in real life, right? I have a virus. You just push a button and it cleans you up.
Cheryl says, "Hey guys, good to see you. Any semblance of normal rocks?" I know, right? It's just like everybody's life got disturbed right now. It's like it's just so weird. Like we're all stuck in our homes, not doing anything. Everything is empty. It just feels weird.
Mm-hmm. They closed the casinos. Yeah, casinos are one of those kind of dirty places too, if you think about it. All the people that are constantly touching the machines and stuff like that, and then going in using the restrooms, coming out. That's the other thing. You guys go into a men's restroom and watch how many guys leave a men's restroom without washing their hands, and then they go out to the dinner table and shake the person's hand at the dinner table. Disgusting animals.
Jeez, okay. Came on to that. Vicky and Cliff are in the house. Hey guys.
Vicky and Cliff, what's up, guys?
We're all having too much time off.
Yeah. Dawn says she just wants people to stop panic buying so she can get her normal rations. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened to us because we weren't even thinking. We're like, these funny people are chaos buying.
It's not like we were not thinking. We're like, first of all, we don't buy regular toilet paper. We buy RV specific toilet paper.
Scott's.
And then by the time came down to seeing on the news, people are fighting for toilet paper. We're like, oh heck, we're staying away from that. And he's like, we're sure they're not gonna find the one in the RV section.
Yeah, we're like, they'll never get the RV stuff.
It's usually in the automotive section, so it's like they're never gonna find it there. And all of a sudden, when we go, it's like nothing. It's just gone.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I know that was naive to think that way. They were gonna find it, but anyway, we'll just wait until there's more. We have plenty. Not only toilet paper, but other paper goodies that we can use. So don't worry, guys.
Leanne says that happens in the ladies' room also. Really?
What's that?
Ladies walking out without washing their hands? Lots of.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think it's not that gender specific. I think it's like persons, they don't wash their hands.
All right, cool.
I would say probably guys is more though.
Sean Hackett's in the house. He wants to know if Kevin is still peeing in the shower. Of course he is. Of course he is.
We all do.
We all do, including Leanne. Where is she? Is Leanne watching? Leanne, you know you do. And if you didn't before, you probably tried it since then because you're like, oh man, this is amazing.
Leanne is your nice person that totally acts like a lady, so she would never admit it, but we all know we all do.
Tammy Dotson says if she has extra RV toilet paper, what's the going rate? There's a great video online that I've seen that a guy pulls up and you see this seedy looking guy in blacks with a bulging coat standing on a corner. And he's like, hey, you. Are you so-and-so? He goes, what's the password? And he says the password. And then the guy starts pulling out toilet paper and he hands him like a big wad of bills. It's awesome. And he's like, get out of here.
I don't remember that.
William Terry says, if you have a composting toilet, why do you need to use RVTP? Because it still breaks down faster.
Yeah.
So we found that it composts quicker.
If you use a regular toilet paper and you put it on the compost,
it just doesn't break down as quick. It
doesn't break down as quick. So when you're turning the handle, it just gets tangled. And the RV toilet paper, especially, we have found the Scott's, and there was this new brand that we couldn't find Scott's, and we tried this other one, and
it was like
it will break down. Those two will break down very fast, very easily.
It broke down as soon as it touched your butt.
Almost. You only have a few seconds. It's like an explosive something. You just have a few seconds to use it, and then you just have to let go. It was
like, what the heck just happened? It was horrible stuff. It was like paper mache. So we use it because it breaks down. We use it because it breaks down quicker.
With that being said, we went through a lot of it because we will use a lot of it.
Yeah,
we will just roll our hands.
And we would have to roll a bunch of it. So now we're down to just one sheet per go, and it's tricky, but it can work. You just got to wash your hands.
You just fold it enough times.
Yeah,
so you can go.
Yeah. Jeez, you just
Oh my god, people are gonna think we're just totally out there nuts. Just
Jesus.
kidding, people. Just kidding. Might as well just use your hand. It's like we can go like Indian style.
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
they do.
Rick S says they don't wash their hands because they were raised on a farm. Germs can be a good thing in certain circumstances. In certain circumstances, yes. In certain circumstances.
But it's not bacteria, it's virus. Just saying. What else?
No Gas says TP pyramids in the tank will not happen if you use scented TP method and put it in the trash. Yeah, that's what we were talking about in Mexico. Is in Mexico, that's what they do. Because the pipes there aren't exactly great, the pipes, they use the scented toilet paper, and once you do your thing, you put it in the garbage cans. It's a little bit weird when you first see it and do it, and then you get used to it. And the scented toilet paper helps.
There's different parts of Mexico that do things different way. I would say the north side of Mexico, they do like if it's your, how can I say it? Your number 2, you will throw it to the toilet. If it's your number 1, you will throw it to the wastebasket. If you go most southern Mexico, it's like everything into the wastebasket. Doesn't matter which one you're doing. So
Right.
It depends what part of Mexico you're
Right.
in.
John Senesi says, did we see the commercial on using one sheet of toilet paper? No, I haven't seen that. I'm going to have to see that. Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
We need to ration right now.
Keith Willing, bathroom origami. Exactly. You don't want to wipe your bum with like a giraffe or anything like that. That would just be, I don't know, just be too weird. Scott says, if you pee in the shower, what color does the gray tank become? It's still gray. It's really weird. Ken Jones, here's finally a serious question. A serious question. How long will you be in Florida, and what direction are you headed next? Well, we're in Florida till somewhere around mid-April. And when you're
mid to
end of April, and when you're in Florida, Ken, there's only one way you can go, and that's north. So yeah, we're gonna go north from here, and we're gonna go north, and then kind of do a loop up through the middle of the country, westish. After that, so we're gonna go up through Atlanta. I don't know how long Kevin and Laura are gonna be in Atlanta. If they're going to be there through middle to end of April, hopefully we run into those guys. Of course, we'll just wave from across the way at the other RV. But yeah,
you just said John's Senesi.
Oh, Senesi! I said your name wrong. Senesi. Damn it!
It's just habit. So many years we said it wrong.
Daisy Speedy said, I went out shopping before the fear started, but still had some stuff I needed to get when the schools closed in Washington State. It was crazy one day, no toilet paper the next, no bleach products, bread or meat. Yeah, it's absolutely, it was chaos. Chaos.
Oh my God, people are just making just comments up there. I don't know if I can even read them. You guys can read them yourselves.
This has got to be Faye. You can tee off the toilet supply and use the outside shower fixture to create a bidet. I don't think Tom would ever say anything like that. That's got to be Faye.
Oh, you
Trash Man
underestimate Tom.
Trash Man says you can put a hole in the middle of one square and finger through the hole. That's normally what I do. So, Jesus. Rick S. Is Allie traveling with you guys as well? No, they were not having a good time in Florida with the.
No, they were having an amazing time.
Time in Florida, but a hard time finding camping spots. So
we're under the $140 a night.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of places they were staying, but
they were staying in badass places. They're ballers.
They're ballers. Yeah.
So they wound up because there wasn't a whole lot of stuff. They were here during spring break, so it's really difficult to find
spaces
to
right now
stay.
Spring break.
Well, they was still getting into spring break at that time. But anyways, they headed north, and they were up in they did Georgia and a little bit of Kentucky and Tennessee and that, and they've now went back over to El Paso to hunker down there with family and friends to kind of wait the chaos out because they can stay there in places.
Mm-hmm. And because they had to be back. And then they're going back to Tennessee, so we might meet them again
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Here's 2RVers says they're just going to use 3 seashells.
3 seashells.
Yeah. Kevin says I need to go look up the 3 seashells thing. Yeah, I'm assuming they just rotate them. That was my thing.
I don't know.
Use them as a scoop?
I would say because they're kind of scoopy, so I don't know how will you use them.
You scoop one and then scrape it
I
off with the other.
I don't want to go into detail about that. No, thank you. I don't want to try to kind of brainstorm how it works.
Dawn Klein's all over it. She wants them to share how right now. She wants to know.
Because I have look.
Abe Collins says it's a Demolition Man reference. I don't know that.
Look.
What? Lori had okay, so how do we do this? Okay, we've got the 3 seashells. We've got the 3 seashells here. Now, so this would be for a little bit bigger person. This would be for like a medium-sized person. And then this would be for like maybe a kid. So you guys are going to have to explain how we use the seashells.
Because we don't know.
Because we don't know. William Terry says Scoopy the Poopy. Oh, we got someone from Willow, Alaska in the house. How you doing?
Alaska. Oh, that gonna be what is 4 hours time difference?
See, someone says the 3 seashells thing was in the Demolition Man movie. So now we're gonna have to watch that. We're gonna have to watch Demolition Man.
By the way, whoever last time recommended, I can remember what movie is the one we watched about the park.
Oh, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Somebody recommended a movie, Adventureland or something, with Johnny Knoxville. It was a terrible movie.
We're like, we have to see it.
Johnny Knoxville owns an amusement park. I just lost a glass. Look at that. Now how am I supposed to? Look at that. It broke. Oh no, it's just.
You have literally 2 new ones, and you're wearing your old ones.
I'm wearing my old ones. Here, let me go get my new ones now. You just keep talking to these people. They're doing well. They got good stuff going on.
Okay, people, we have to entertain ourselves. So if you have any movie recommendation that is like a must-see, must-something,
and if it's bad, we're gonna hunt you down.
Yeah, if it's bad, we're totally gonna hunt you down like this one. I'm trying to remember the name of it, and I cannot remember the name of it.
I think it was Adventureland or something.
It's a 2-word name.
Action Land. Action Junction.
Okay.
Not Action Jackson.
What's
but anyways.
Buzzy?
Karen says just make sure to do your PTAs.
For the people that went to the RV thing will know what the PTA is. For the people that didn't go, are you gonna explain?
No, you have to Google it. And Leon Calderon says state park campgrounds are closed in California and a couple of national parks as well. So, yeah. Trash Man says this has turned into a shit show.
Invisible Man.
Oh man.
Demolition Man was awesome.
Action Park, yeah, that was it.
No, I'm still.
Yeah, it was Action Park. I think it's a terrible movie. The Invisible
Man. I'm gonna
Man.
research it in a moment.
All right. Outbreak is Tom and Faye says Outbreak is a great movie. I don't know if we want to be watching that. Yeah, we should. Everybody should be watching the Contagion.
Pandemic. There is one movie
called
Pandemic.
There's Contagion. There's
oh damn it! I don't have Pandemic.
Yeah, Outbreak. What other ones? Zombie apocalypse. Imagine how people would act though if this was really in a zombie apocalypse. They would lose their minds. It would just be crazy. There's a movie Contagious. Is there a movie Contagious or is it Contagion? I think. Yeah, the CN Railroad Pandemic on Netflix was an interesting watch. That's the one we were talking about earlier. It's on
Action Point.
Action Point. That's right. Action
Don't watch
Point.
it.
Go watch it.
No.
Everybody, the best movie ever. You guys should all watch. I don't want to be the only one to watch that piece of shit. Everybody go watch Action Point.
You cannot be bleeping.
Oh, okay. Go watch that movie. Where was I? Pandemic. So there is a series on Netflix called Explained, and then within that, there's several things.
It's like mini documentaries.
Mini documentaries. Pandemic is awesome. The other one that you should watch is the one on water, and you'll not want to, use water anymore because,
just
waste. You just won't want to waste water anymore. It's awesome. So, anyways, am I getting text from somebody? No. 28 days. Yeah, that's another.
Sid says it's like, I think it's pretty crazy times when you wish someone will come and TP your house. It's like free toilet paper. Yeah.
Rick S. The Colony. I don't know what that one is. So a series on Hulu. We don't have Hulu, do we?
No.
Okay.
We can get it.
I
think they have like
some specials. The Colony.
1 month free promotion thing if you subscribe. So we can always do that since we are here in the RV anyway.
Oh, shoot. What's the one Kevin and Laura got us watching that was awesome? The space movie.
Expansion.
The Expanse.
The Expanse.
The Expanse was awesome.
That's in Amazon Prime.
And it's on Amazon Prime. And was it on Amazon Prime?
That was
Amazon Prime. It's awesome. And it's one of those things that makes us think, why are we trying to terraform Mars when our planet needs to be fixed? It makes no sense to go spend money there when we should just be trying to spend money to fix here. Marco Polo.
In Netflix.
On Netflix. Pretty good. So these are all examples, folks, there in the comments. We've got some examples of stuff that you guys can watch while you're stuck in your house.
We can watch too.
Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I want to see that one. That's the one where Tom Hanks plays Mr. Rogers, right? I do want to see that one. War of the Worlds is always good. Kevin says, I have it. What, coronavirus? What do you have? You have The Expanse? Or you have Hulu. Okay. Ooh, and then we can watch Letterkenny.
Oh, so we can get your login?
And then we can shh. That's illegal. Kevin would never do that.
We would never do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see without the glasses.
Michelle and Charlie, Blow the Man Down on Prime. I don't know what that is. We should maybe check into that. That sounds good.
Which one?
Blow the Man Down. I don't know what that is. Kevin swears by Letterkenny on Hulu. Letterkenny on Hulu is basically Canadian rednecks. It's basically what it is. That's what I've heard.
Oh my God, so many recommendations. It's like I'm having a hard time keeping track because Ozark, actually, I have been meaning to watch that one.
Yep.
The Purge,
I'm not going to keep clicking on these. we'll go down this.
The Purge is like,
Purge is chaos. Yeah, that's crazy.
One of the Purges, but I think only one from, 3 that they
Bosch on Amazon Prime. Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Mark says to quit touching my eye.
I know what is he talking to. For me, it's my nose. Like
me or you?
I have like an Aussies. Like people have pets. Like sometimes you have like your pet's hair somewhere, but you cannot see it, and you can feel the tickle there. I think it's what I have right now.
Dude, we've got so much freaking hand sanitizer on our hands. There's no way we have that disease in this RV. Lori's been wiping every freaking thing down 10 times a day, including me, and then coming over like she's my mom. Here's some hand sanitizer for you, Polly.
Every time he comes back from somewhere.
Yeah, every time I do anything. So, Ford versus Ferrari, absolutely awesome movie.
We love that one.
Great.
It was
movie.
Very unexpected. Like it's not what we thought it was gonna be, but it was super cool.
Yeah, Kevin Barry has a great idea. If you haven't seen some of the older TMEs, go back and watch those. If you're completely bored and you have nothing better to do, then you could do that. Tom and Face, it's the same thing. Legend of the Fall, an oldie but a goodie, yes. The NFL season is delayed. That will be the end of me.
What?
If the NFL season is delayed, that will be the end of me, Hotel Boss says. That's awesome.
So the funny thing is that we are not sports people. We're not watching sports. So for us, didn't really make a difference for us.
Daybreak on Netflix. Yeah, I mean, we will usually watch the finals. We'll go to somebody's house or we go out to a bar just for the pageantry of it all and just to be part of the energy that's out there. So we'll go watch the finals for the NFL and watch the Super Bowl, or we'll watch some of the NBA finals.
For me, it's the Super Bowl.
The one thing we never watch, and the baseball fans are going to hate me, I cannot watch baseball. I just can't.
We literally went to a live baseball. My first one. I don't know if it
Yeah.
was your first one, but it was
Yeah.
my first one. We saw the Cubs play. I can't remember who they were playing, but
Baltimore, I think.
we went in Chicago to the how is it?
We went to Wrigley Field, which was awesome.
It was awesome. It was so iconic to do that, right? And
Yeah.
we went there, and this one I still eat meat back then, so I actually had a hot dog there at the ballpark. I was so excited, and when I was done with my dog and everything, I was like, okay,
Well, let's go.
What's next? It's like,
Yeah.
but I think a lot of it is because myself, I don't know the players, I don't understand the game and all that kind of stuff. Because I know people really get into it. I think it's not the game. I think it's just me.
The game's just
I
a
don't
little slow
understand
moving
it.
for me, and I don't know enough about it, so I don't know how they're holding people on base or all that kind of stuff. I just know you swing the bat and hit the ball over the fence. That's the purpose. You just try to do that.
The Good Place on Netflix. I've seen all the seasons. I like The Good Place. Paul has watched with me like one or two of them, and he gets bored with it. So I think that depends what you like.
CN Railroad says, are the police enforcing the lockdown there in the U.S.? There's no lockdown here. It's just they're just asking you not to congregate in groups.
I think it changes by city and by state too, because I believe New York is very strict on what they can do. But I think there's a lot more people live in buildings and stuff, so they have to be. Where we are, they're not being as strict.
No, I mean, you can go out and drive around. You can go to, you can go to a park and walk around. You're just not allowed to be with other people. And I think that's really the responsible thing to do right now is just not be around groups of other people. But I don't see a problem with leaving your house and going to walk around somewhere or going out for a bike ride or going for a run. You're not going to affect anybody and you're not going to get infected yourself. So
I guess we went to a bicycle ride through a trail here. Actually, one that being pretty cool. And
one
we
of
were
the
by
trails
ourselves. Like nobody else was on that trail.
Yeah. So, so yeah, no lockdown really. It's just they just want you to be responsible human beings and make sure that you're not infecting other people. So
Tammy Dodson says California and New York are ticketing people for being out, but I don't think anywhere else is. I heard somewhere else too. I knew New York was doing it, but I heard somebody else was doing it too. I cannot remember right now, but yes.
Blacklist on Netflix, Kevin. Absolutely.
Oh, Blacklist, one of our top favorite shows out there.
Good. That guy's one of my favorite actors, and now I just drew a blank.
James
Spader. His performance in it is just amazing, and most people know him from the 80s flicks and stuff, 16 Candles and all that kind of stuff, but Sweet 16 or whatever. But he's awesome in it. He's just such a good actor. Corner Gas on Amazon, Canadian comedy.
It's funny because somebody said, let me see, up here, Dennis, watch KYD, they're buying a different rig. And then Don Klein said, shh, we don't bring up KYD here. You get picked on. LOL. Poor Don.
They're friends of ours. You can go walk them. I thought they got a new rig a long time ago.
No, they got the little trailer.
They're going to get rid of that soon. They have to.
That's what they're buying for something else. I'm assuming it's like they're like, we're done with this.
I haven't seen their stuff in a long time. But here's to RVers, Gilligan's Island. Here's what's funny about that. We just bought the second season of Gilligan's Island because we had just watched the first season of it and reintroducing it to Lori in English. She'd watched it in Spanish before, but she'd never seen it in English. So we just reintroduced her to that and myself to that because I watched it when I was a kid. So we had bought the first year. Now we just bought the second year. And so after this, we'll probably watch one or two of those episodes.
The second one is very weird because super hyper colored.
Yeah.
So
it's remastered,
something like that. Somebody said Irishman or Jack Ryan. We just watched Irishman not too long ago.
Trash. There's an important one right there. Trashman 2350. Where are you in California? Because he says we can go here in Cali. They just ask us to stay home. Yeah, I don't think they can. How can they ticket you for leaving your house? Like you're still allowed to go out for essentials. You're still allowed to go to the grocery store. You're still allowed to go and get gas. Like they can't tell you that you can't get essentials. They just want you to be responsible.
That they said this city just implemented, and I cannot remember the term. You guys will remember the term that basically means, oh, I think it was Jose, curfew, right?
Well, Jose said curfew after 11. Yes. But again, if you have to go out for medication or somewhere, of course, most of the CVSs and stuff are closed down here after 10. But if you have to go out for medication or something like that, I don't think they can tell you that you can't go out. Like, I don't know. I think you would. This isn't martial law, so I don't know.
That's it. Probably that's a one.
Well, martial law, then they bring out the military. Hopefully it never comes to that.
It's like Kevin Miller. Yeah, Vegan RV. You can always watch Vegan RV.
Vegan RV on YouTube. Those guys are very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Yeah. So, yeah, we are also. It's funny. We have now so many recommendations.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get busy watching stuff.
Gary Pio, what is Jesse the Body Ventura saying about the virus? Yeah, we don't hear from him.
Well, yeah,
anymore.
It says haven't heard from him since the bits on all the coffin liners. I don't even know
what
that's about.
He used to do this series that was all conspiracy stuff.
I watched one or two, and then I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I can't do the conspiracy stuff. I'm not big on that.
I don't know what the coffin liners is about.
Acton, California. Okay, cool. Yeah, and again, smaller towns are going to be different as well. I don't think that in a smaller town they're just not going to.
Colin says it's like LOL. Just tell the police officer you cannot accept the ticket in case he has a COVID-19. I like that.
I'm sorry, officer. You cannot get near my car. I do not. Can I take your temperature? That's awesome. Yeah, Daisy Speed says pharmacies, grocery stores, hardware, and all that closed by everything. So everything is closed up. And again, I don't get it. The whole deep cleaning overnight thing is just a ridiculous premise, since the first people in the next day could have the virus, and then everybody that follows them in.
Tim Encenio says, go around, take care of you too. Where you have to go?
Tim. Yeah, you can't run, Tim. You're in quarantine. There's no hockey on right now. So
there's no football. March Madness is gone.
Well, and the other thing, guys, we got this bright light right in our faces. So
what is that?
That might be because we're probably touching the hell out of our eyes right now.
No, for me, it's my nose, like I said, and I can see it. I can see the little hair there, but I cannot get to it. I don't know where is it. No, you don't touch me. Just like
Tom and Faye try to take the cop's temperature with a temperature gun. It's like, hey, dude, let me take your temperature. Oh my God. Yeah, because I know a lot of the restaurants have there's a bug in the light too. A lot of the restaurants have takeout, right? So you can go take out food. So,
Paul says social distance, Michael said.
Yes, exactly. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out on Saturday night. This is awesome. It's almost 2 hours now, so let's call it a night.
We are all trapped in our houses.
Yeah.
We're all trapped in our RVs, so might as well hang out with people we know. We share the same likings and all that stuff, and just goof around for a little bit. I hope you all guys stay safe. We are definitely staying safe here. I mean,
safe. Yeah. You mean healthy?
Healthy.
Safe is like
safe as in we're not getting infected, but we might be infected. We just don't know it. Right?
Yeah, we don't know.
So we're staying healthy. We're staying safe. And
no, I think you feel all right.
I feel all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good, Dr. Paul.
You look good. Let me see.
Dr. Paul Pepper.
Let me take your temperature.
Next. Stop it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Stay healthy. Drink plenty of water. Don't touch your face.
Binge watch a lot of TV.
Go watch all the stuff, all the recommendations, because I hope you wrote this stuff down, because as soon as we close this out, I think it goes away. Unless you'd have to watch this all over again. But I guess you could speed it up.
Unless we mention it, yes, but the chat goes away.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, they said you're looking hot. Does it mean hot, like good looking, or hot like disease?
Probably warm.
Virus.
I think warm.
I think virus.
It is warm in Florida.
I think you're looking virus. Bye. See you, Kevin.
Don't do the actual kiss because you cannot touch your.
Well, I can't spread it to him like this.